We try to keep our homes safe, locking the doors and windows. You might even have CCTV. But cameras at this family's home did nothing to stop two violent thugs from trying to smash their way inside.
It's 4 a.m. poolside outside a suburban family home, and these two haven't shown up for a quick dip. For intruders, they seem pretty casual, but as you're about to see, they are callous and calculated.
Then when we saw how long they'd been here, the planning and their coordination, looked like a highly experienced effort.
They creep around to the front of the house, and it's then that you realise they're wearing masks. They scope out the front door, but then decide to keep going.
And they look like they're walking there, trying to avoid, it looks like a timber floor. So they look like they're trying to walk on the nails to sort of not make it creak as much.
At this point in time, one of the residents is woken up from the noise, and she makes her way down the hall to switch on the outside lights. The intruders make their way right around the back of the house and wait for the woman to go back into her bedroom. They position themselves on either side of the back door, wait for the opportune moment, and then begin smashing the door with a baseball bat.
The explosion, the noise was unbelievable. I didn't know what was happening, but I knew something was definitely very wrong.
What you can't hear is her screaming. She assures us she was, but the offenders keep bashing away at the door with a bat. They have 9 clear swings at it with no success, and then they decide to flee.
These guys did seem to have intent to hurt.
The owners of the home on the New South Wales Central Coast are still so shaken up after the attack they want to keep their identity secret. But we'll call them Jenny and Peter.
They came up the grass driveway through the back of the pool here, and we just
shone a torch inside.
Shone a torch around and seemed to be reasonably familiar with where they were going.
Jenny and Peter have an impressive security setup. Closed-circuit television cameras positioned on every exterior wall. A near 360-degree view of their home of 20 years.
It was only when we looked at the security cameras that we saw the extent to which this break-in was going on.
Rather than an opportunistic break-in, the footage makes it clear that this is no random attack. Peter and Jenny realised that not only had the offenders entered from the back of their property and not the front, but they also dressed to hide their identity.
They looked sort of fairly unusual in that they were covered in a pale jacket and pants, and they had gloves on, and they were dressed to be invisible, really, too, for identification.
It seems that they clocked that there's a camera there, right?
Yeah.
The layout of the house means the eventual break-in attempt took place at their back door, which is only accessible by some narrow rock steps hidden by bushes. You get the sense that this could not have been their first visit.
The lights come on, they're not deterred. She's screaming and they're not deterred.
Well, again, back to, this shows intent. As I said, majority of times where I've seen footage similar to that, the moment people are identified, they take off.
We took the vision to the director of Team Safeguard, Trent Southworth, a former police officer turned security expert and private investigator.
It's not random, being the time in the morning, the way they've turned up, the way they've covered their faces with hoodies, the baseball bat, the backpack. There's a lot more intent there than just a random attack, at a house that's already got cameras as well.
Local police have taken a copy of the CCTV footage to analyse, and they've collected forensic evidence from around the property, including fragments of the baseball bat found around the smashed glass door. There were no other reported robberies in this area on this particular night, and they're seeking further information from the public. The most recent statistics revealed that 231,000 households had experienced at least one break-in in the previous 12 months, the equivalent of one every 3 minutes. The highest number of break-ins was recorded in Victoria, with 61,500 households affected. New South Wales a close second with 59,900, and Queensland with 47,600. But many go unreported, with only 44% of households that experienced an attempted break-in actually referring the incident to police. And perhaps the most disturbing statistic, it takes 75% of burglars less than 5 minutes to enter a property.
The cameras are good like we're doing now for the aftermath to provide to police. But again, as we see there, hasn't really deterred the offender.
I would like it out there. I'd like more people to be aware that there's, you know, a danger out there.
1 in 5 of us have had our home broken into. In fact, household burglaries are so common they rarely make the news. It's a chilling thought.